Hey you guys, J-Man37X here bringing you another Cookie Clicker update video. This time we are on full release 2.052. This is the full release of the betas 2.05 and 2.051 that I've done videos on not too long ago. So if you've seen those, you have a good idea what to expect here. Nothing significantly changed. There was one more beta patch at the end, 2.052 beta. But nothing significantly was changed. It was finished up some translation stuff and a little bit of back-end stuff, so nothing too insane there. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the new content. So, first and foremost, the 20th and final building. Oh, there's the fortune for it. You. You alone are the reason behind all these cookies. You figure if there were more of you, maybe you could make even more. So you're literally creating more versions of yourself playing Cookie Clicker as the final building. I think this is the perfect final building, to be perfectly honest. I could see either this or Idleverse having been the last one, or JavaScript. I think all three of those are sufficiently meta, but I think it being you is really the most thematically resonant for me, at least. No other buildings planned beyond this one at this point. Of course, plenty of updates. He is planning on having a minigame for every building. As you know, we have, what, 5 minigames? So, yeah, there's gonna be no shortage of content in the future, but they will not be focused on new buildings. I assume that new upgrade tiers is still potentially on the table, but let's go ahead and get into you. Let me try and I wish I had put this in my notes. I never remember to. So of course we're just gonna go ahead and buy a bunch of these. I'm gonna get an absolute ton of in-game and Steam achievements. This is on the Steam version. It's live on Steam as of a couple of days ago. That was what I was waiting for before doing the full release video. I did want to do it on Steam. So you can see, of course, we've got a whole slew of, we've got a new upgrade here. I'll get to that a little bit later. Let's start with the synergy upgrades. So the first one synergizes time machines getting a big boost time machines getting a big boost and you getting a small boost. I also love all of the notation because of the fact that it's you. It's like, you look at these upgrades, you are twice as efficient. I don't know why, I just think it's really funny. I really like that as the final building. Anyway, peer review, really nice upgrade name there. So this is big boost for JavaScript console, small boost for you as well. So those are the synergies. We've got a new dragon aura. Of course, I have to retrain that to get the second one, but I'll get to that a bit later. Dragon guts. This was buffed largely between the first and the second betas. So you get 2 more wrinklers while you're in Grim Apocalypse mode. They digest 20% more cookies and they explode into 20% more cookies. I still find this wording to be strange because if you look at Screwy here, this one says digest 15% more cookies. What this means is that you can slot in Screwy. This effectively should say, what is the exact wording? Explode. Screwia should say explode into 15, 10, and 5% more cookies, because this is inconsistent. Digest here really means, basically the difference is that you can just slot this in and you will just get the 15% boost. Like, that's how it's always worked. Whereas here, originally, I think originally it only did one of these things. I might be wrong on that, but I believe originally it only digested, but in this case, digest means it boosts the passive CPS that the wrinklers are eating. So I'm assuming this is also additive, so it's 20% and then another 20%, but I'm really not 100% sure about the math behind this one. I've been told that this might actually be better than Radiant Appetite, but I'll get into my current setup a little bit later when I import my live save. What else do I need to show? Of course, we got the fortune here. 7% more efficient, 7%. You are 7% cheaper. I'm not sure if that's a good or bad thing. What else is there to show about you? I really wish I remembered to write these particular things down in my notes. Oh, the stocks. Yes, let's do this. This is the one I always forget. So this actually is still, normally they're like pretty different from what they actually are, from the buildings that they are based off of, you know? But here it's just, it's the stock code is just YOU, and it just copies your name, and that is what you're dealing in. You're dealing in yourself. So that's nice. And I suppose really quick we can check business day. It's still just you, so your business is as great as it's gonna get. The only real way to improve it anymore is to improve yourself and become the best CEO this world has ever seen. So, I believe now that should cover everything. A lot of that stuff usually I forget to cover until like the very end, but I believe that's everything specifically related to you. Next up, we have 3 new heavenly upgrades, which of course those I'll have to wait to show until we ascend. But 2 of them are unshackling related achievements, if you remember those. Basically, you know, there's a new one for the new building, the new upgrade tier, and there's one for the new building. So that's pretty straightforward. And then there's one more besides that that actually is not new. It's the wrapping paper for gifts. Technically, that was added in a semi-recent update that I didn't do a video on because it was very small, but I digress. Either way, I'll be showing off those a little bit later. Next, we have the upgrade and achievements. So I'm going to, of course, pull up the old reliable side by side. I still can never remember which one I do on which side. I'm feeling old version on the left here. So we can go ahead and see the heavenly upgrades. Oh, this does show 3. Maybe the gift one was in a beta for a while. Okay, I'm actually not sure about that. I thought that was in a live version, but according to this, it wasn't. Okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna ignore that because I'm pretty sure that was still the case. Yeah, maybe that has been in a beta. Okay. So if we scroll down to upgrades, we have 53 new upgrades, 19 of which are upgrades for you, of course. I guess I'll go ahead and buy those up. So that includes the clone grandmas, that includes the synergy upgrades, and of course you got, you know, all the upgrades of all the different tiers. I can't afford all of them yet because this particular save is not far enough along. Besides that, we have 20 of the new tier Glimmeringue. So that is one for each. I believe this is one for each building, sorry, plus 1 because of the mouse upgrade, and -1 because I didn't include you in this. I included you in the U section specifically. I also bought the new kitten there that I think I've listed separately. Yes, 1 new kitten. And 13 new cookies, one of which for owning 700 of every building, which is currently the farthest amount of each building you need to have, I believe, for 100% is 700. Not counting some of the other buildings that I'll get to a little bit later. So that should be all of the achievements. Now we'll take a look at, sorry, that's all the upgrades. Let's take a look at achievements now. There are also 53 new achievements, oddly enough. 5 of which I've labeled progression. That's kind of this type where it's like bake some amount in one ascension, or have a certain CPS threshold. So there's 5 more of those total. There's 19 related to you. That, of course, oops. Scroll past it. Here we go. That, of course, includes, you know, making some amount of cookies. That includes the one I didn't do yet, which is 10 sugar lumps. Is also, I just realized something, a part of you that I haven't touched on yet, but I'm gonna finish the achievements and stuff first before I get to that. That's my fault. 18 for having 700 of each different kind of building. Like I said, that's the new kind of point they're pushing past. So this doesn't include, I believe, grandmas and cursors, because I think, no, there is one for grandmas. What's the other one that I'm not including? There's 20 buildings now. Oh, that probably didn't include the one for you, and of course doesn't include cursors. Cursors actually get, here we go. Cursors are originally there's up through 800. We've added 2 new ones for 900 and 1,000 cursors. So 1,000 cursors, 700 of every other building is the minimum amount you need for 100% at this point. There's 2 upgrades for having 700 upgrades, I believe, and 700 buildings. Yep, 550, 600, 650, 700. So that, and then purchase 700 upgrades is right here. Let's see. 10 nonillion cookies from clicking, so that one would be up here, I believe. So this guy is a new one. So it's just making a bunch via clicking. And then we have some more specific ones that I'm not sure I'm gonna have. Actually, this one might, no, okay. So there's a few kind of oddball, looks like 6 kind of oddball achievements that you get through different means. I don't exactly, here we go, I think, no. I don't remember where they all are, to be honest. But one is for the first time you trigger the Graham Apocalypse, one for the first time you click a Wrath cookie. There's some kind of early Graham Apocalypse ones. One for, oh yeah, clicking one Wrinkler 50 times without it bursting. So this takes a little bit of patience, but I guess I'll start going for that while I read the rest of these. You can go pretty fast, but I'm gonna slow down a little bit just because I'm not gonna be paying attention. One related to a heavenly upgrade I haven't gotten yet, the gifting one. One for taking out a loan and then ascending before you have to pay it back, which is both smart and very funny. And then one called Cookie Clicker, which I believe is for just unlocking the final building. There we go, Wrinkler Poker. That one's right here. Poker Wrinkler 50 times without killing it, yeah. And this one right here, the last upgrade chronologically, unlock the final building. And then these have these really cute little sprites, one for each building. Very, very nice. Really just makes me realize how long I have been playing this game and making content for you all. And you know, looking forward to continuing to do so for the foreseeable future. And it's been a long journey to get us here. And then there's one shadow achievement, which actually, so I believe I don't need this anymore. I'm going to put this back in full screen. So there's one shadow achievement related to the mechanic with you that I didn't show off yet, is down here, you can actually custom, so basically you can see it's laid out very differently than all the other ones. It's just your bakery name. What is that? Okay, sorry about that. The pop-up box wasn't going away, so I just relaunched the game. So down here, it uses your bakery name, and then just in increasing. Oh, this one's S squared. That's interesting. I wonder if that's just random, or if this particular, what is this, the 25th? It's just always Esquire or something. That's interesting. I don't actually know what Esquire means, so that might have an actual meaning there. Oh, this one is too. I hadn't noticed that. Okay. Even from all the time in the betas, I didn't notice that. So here you can customize what you look like here, basically. You can import and export. You've got 17 different hairs, 18 different colors, 15 skin colors, 5 head shapes. The head shapes are usually very hard to notice. 10 faces, and then 36 extras, of which you can pick up to two different extras. So decent bit of customization here. So for the shadow achievement, you make yourself look like grandma. So let's go ahead and do that. So you have to have hair 10. You can have hair color 2 or 7. Let's see. Skin color doesn't matter. Head shape has to be 3 or 4. Slightly older looking ones. And then I think you'd need just one of these extras. You need either 3 or 4. Yes. So 3 is the little glasses. 3 and 4 are both the little glasses, actually. And then you get in her likeness. So there's that. Of course, I'll show that off. I'll show off my particular one that I made a little bit later once I load in my other save. But next, I believe... Oh, there's 2 new milks as well. Sorry for the achievements. We now have Peach and Hazelnut, of which I believe I can only show you Peach, which is auto-selected, because in this save I don't have enough achievements for Hazelnut. For those of you who don't know, it's, I think, every... it can't be every 50, right? I guess it's every 25? Based on how many are here. Every 25 upgrades or so, you get a new milk. Anyway, let's go ahead and ascend. And we can take... Oh, it's... Okay, I guess I'll have to music here. So, with this current save... I didn't have Glittering Edge yet. Where is the new one? Here we go. Wrapping paper. So this allows you to send and receive gifts with other players through a section in the options menu. I'll show that off in a little bit. I think those were the only other ones I was missing. And then, of course, we have the unshackling related upgrades. I'll go ahead and just start clicking through those. I'm still not going to be able to buy nearly all of these yet at this point in my save. You can see these go on a little bit further. 1 for each tier of upgrade, 1 for each building. The building one won't expand anymore, but the upgrade one maybe? I'll have to see how this... Which makes sense, the upgrade one is on the outside, it wouldn't really have room to keep going. Whereas this one could potentially continue spiraling inwards, which I suspect that it will. I'm just gonna up and my own music, I think, over top of this. So, now, one last thing before I import my current save from the beta that's much further along. Oh, need at least 1 building cooking. Okay, I'm just gonna fly through this really quick then. There we go. So, you can now send gifts. You can send between 1 and 1,000 cookies in a gift box. This really doesn't do... I mean, if you're, like, brand new to the game, 1,000 cookies right when you start is pretty nice. And there is an achievement for redeeming a cookie gift code at all. You can always make one and then open it yourself. I think you have to wait, but let's just go ahead and, you know, put that to 1,000, of course. I'll make this little code. Whoever gets to it first, let me know in the comments. I'll just let you fight for it for whoever's watching this video, watching this premiere along with me. You can choose different box designs. I like this one pretty well. Looking Wrap will generate a gift code you can send to others. They can be redeemed multiple times by anyone, but... Oh, okay, so these are actually multiple redeemed. Okay, well, everyone can open this one then. I'll even put... Okay. You can only generate 1 gift code per hour, and game saves after sending. So, wrap that up. Oh, that's right. I always forget the codes are much longer than I thought. Okay, I'm gonna save this off and then post it in the Premiere chat then. So... Yes, so you can only send or redeem gifts once every hour. So, I would have to wait an hour to be able to show off the achievement. But basically, you get an achievement for redeeming your first gift. And that was the one I had alluded to earlier. So I believe that covers everything, all the actual stuff about the update. Now I want to do the sacred tradition of taking my beta save and importing it. Whoops, nope. Export from the beta. Import here. Oops, of course it's not in full screen and this is turned down. There we go. I guess really I should just turn this down. I don't know why I wasn't doing that. So you can see this is currently the dragon auras I'm rolling with. I didn't realize I probably should have been using Elder Battalion for a long time. That was a huge CPS boost over Breath of Milk. Grandmas are now by far my most productive building. It's not even close. They're just them themselves are producing 75% and then another like 5% from all the boosts that they're giving to like every other tower in the game. So, Grandmas are absolutely overpowered. And again, someone had said Dragon Guts might be better. I don't know if it is or not. I can see that it could be. 2 more Wrinklers is pretty big. Of course, the extra bursting and stuff is nice. But comboing that with Screwia, I think this might be overall better. So I believe what I'm going to do, like I usually do, is I will also be ascending. Let me see if there's anything else I can really do here before I ascend. Oh, I didn't show off the one for taking out a loan before you ascend, but that's pretty straightforward on how to do that. I guess technically I should have done that for a little while, but before I ascended, but that's fine. You can see prestige from when the last time, from when I did the first beta video, was about 9.5 quadrillion, and we are gonna blow pretty far past that, so I'm excited to see how far I'll be able to actually buy. You can see, even here, I still can't afford all the Glimmeringue upgrades. I can't even go up to, what is this one? Idleverse? Yes, so I'm up all but the last 3. I did get to 1,000 curses, just barely. I think that was only like last week or something. I still can only get up to 550 of you, so it's gonna take a long time before I can get to 700 here. But let's go ahead and ascend. And I will see how far we can get down here. At least go for the cheapish ones. JavaScript. Oh, I can actually get all the way to the end of the upgrade tiers. That seems pretty good. Wow, I can get further than I thought. Okay, so even if I didn't buy this one, I couldn't have bought you yet, but that's fine. Because really, now that I see how the numbers play out, you is mostly irrelevant. It's good grammar. Grandmas are where it's at. You can also see they do that because they only give a 50% boost here with the Unshackling, but still, now that's another, what, 5 upgrades that are boosted by 50% for Grandma, so Grandma's gonna be even more powerful now. I have all but 1 heavenly upgrade. I genuinely didn't think I was gonna be able to afford that many. I thought they were gonna increase a lot more rapidly than that. Okay. So this is my current, of course it doesn't all fit on screen at once anymore, but this is my current skill tree. Go ahead and ascend. Hello, cookies. And at this point, that's really all I've got. Obviously, I gotta go through the motions and do all the early ascension stuff, grind out the fortunes and the seasonal drops and all of that fun stuff again. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you everyone very much for watching. I appreciate everyone for sticking with me this long on this wonderful cookie clicker journey. Thank you, Orteil, C1418, right? C418, sorry, 418. For the music, thank you. Who's the other one? SPZI? I forget how to pronounce it. For anyone who's been involved in this game, anyone who's been following with me on the journey this far, I greatly appreciate it. I look forward to making many, many more cookie clicker videos in the future. Hopefully more other videos in the future as well. Still working on a more regular upload schedule. Check out the description for my twitch.tv channel. I stream there pretty regularly. Check out the Discord to keep in touch with future cookie. I always post there whenever I got a new video going up for Cookie Clicker. Whenever there's new updates, all that stuff. I keep people up to date in there. And yeah, thank you everyone very much for hanging out, and I will see you guys later.